All right, I think we're going to start. 6:03. Hi, everyone. Thank you for coming. I'm Marcy Goodman, Director of Development. Thank you all for joining us this evening. We're very grateful to everyone who took part in our drive-through fundraiser. We hope you enjoyed saying hi to our firefighters from Local 1073. It's been a really long time since we've seen them, and we're so grateful for them for helping us out tonight. If you bought a raffle ticket tonight, please stay tuned. We will be doing the drawing later. And before I introduce our first speaker, I'd like to take a moment to thank our wonderful board who's here today and also online for their guidance and expertise in some of our most challenging times. So thank you. Thank you, guys. And on behalf of the directors team, we want to thank Donalyn Nataro, our VP of Human Resources, and to Karen Rettenmeyer, our VP of Finance and IT, for their leadership during this period of transition. And to all of our director team, they're all out there today, our management team and our direct support professionals, and our former CEO, Linda Iovana, for a amazing year of incredible accomplishments. So thank you all. Oh, and a special thanks to Clara Huenthal. She's off camera, but she's our communications and marketing manager, and she did our video tonight. So we're very grateful for that. We hope you enjoy it. And most importantly, we want to thank our participants and our families. Thank you for spending time with us every day. I see some guys up there, so I can't help but smile. Hi, Jeremiah. And thank you for spending time with us and making our community a better place to live and work. So we, are so thankful for you guys. And now is with pleasure that I introduce you to Joe Nee, Professor of Chemistry and our board chair.
Thank you, Marcy, for the introduction. And it's a little unusual here on Zoom and so forth, but it's great to be in person with a group of people here, and we look forward to having more in-person meetings in the future. It's my pleasure to welcome everyone in the MARC to the MARC annual meeting, include all the participants in the program, families and friends of the participants, of which I am one, the entire staff at MARC, the board members, and our friends and supporter in the wider community. I would also like to thank our guest speaker tonight, Yvonne Alston, who will be speaking later. I'm looking forward to your presentation. To say this has been a challenging year is quite the understatement. COVID has had such an impact now for 18 months and will likely continue for some time. But there have been some welcome light at the end of the tunnel early in the next year, perhaps. Let's all hope for the best. On behalf of the board, I would like to give deep thanks to all the MARC staff who have worked so hard to keep our programming on track during these trying times. Without their efforts, we would have had more disruption in services infecting so many individuals. While there are still requirements for masks and other restrictions, it's great to see the numbers in our programs continuing to rebound, and we hope to return to our pre-COVID numbers in the coming months. While it's been a challenge, I prefer to focus on the positives and what great opportunities await MARC in the future. The start of that has been a move to this wonderful facilities. People aren't here tonight. That's unfortunate. It'd be nice to gather here today. There was significant work to be done on the renovation of the building to suit the needs of the various programs. The staff worked hard to bring in the necessary contractors and have really improved the facility immensely. I'm sure the improvements will continue, particularly as new programming is developing, as we try to provide more support for individuals in our community. One of the great benefits of the building has been the consolidation of the staff to one location. This provides better communication and collaboration amongst all staff, and many of the various programs. This will surely reap benefits in the future. One of the board's priorities going forward will be to extend these infrastructure improvements to our community residences, some of which require significant maintenance and improvements. I would also like to thank Linda Iovana, a former president and CEO, who is instrumental in seeking out a new location for MARC and finding and acquiring this new facility. It was really a pleasure working with her on this, and you can imagine there's a lot of tough decisions to be made and so forth, but here we are today, and everything is looking great with this facility. There were many initiatives initiated during Linda's tenure, and we thank her for her service and wish her the best in her future endeavors. Linda's leaving over the summer presented a challenge to MARC, the administrative leadership, and the board. We were very fortunate that Vice Presidents Karen Rettenmeyer and Donna Lynn Notara, back here, say hello. They've been able to step in and ably take over the CEO responsibilities. So thank you both for that. Challenge often brings opportunity, and we're excited to welcome Melissa Davison-Wood on board as new president and CEO starting November 8th, which we were just talking tonight. It's just around the corner. That's hard to believe. We have great confidence she will continue the important work that MARC does and bring a vision on how to grow and improve on a number of fronts. I would like to also acknowledge the important theme for this year's meeting: diversity, equity, and inclusion. MARC is committed to continue and more focused attention to these issues. In particular, from my own perspective, especially, our community knows how important and wide-ranging issues of inclusion needs to be. I just might mention that if people saw in the news that there was a lawsuit brought by Gilead against the town of Cromwell related to a group home in town, and they actually got a $5 million settlement in the courts on that. The town of Cromwell is likely to appeal, but I'm glad that there's a few of the board members who are looking to change the view of the town on these kinds of issues. Finally, I want to give out a shout to Marcy Goodman and the annual meeting committee who planned and helped with the organization of tonight's events. Again, I wish it could be in person, but they've really went out of the way to continue the tradition of this annual meeting. For this and similar events, the staff goes above and beyond in their efforts. Really, it's fantastic to see the commitment that the staff has to MARC. Again, not just during the working hours and so forth, but just a real genuine commitment to that. Now I'd like to introduce, or I think Clara Jubenthal, the MARC Communication and Marketing Manager, will begin our annual meeting presentations. I think there's a few videos and other things that will come forward. So thank you all.
In 1970, Brother Robert Houlihan arrived in Middletown, Connecticut, and for the next 44 years, he left a lasting impact on so many lives, from the hundreds of students he taught at Xavier High School to creating and moderating the MARC program that offered volunteer experiences, working alongside people with intellectual and developmental disabilities. Brother was dedicated to the MARC mission. We are grateful for the impactful gift he left us. To keep his memory alive, we have established the Brother Houlihan Legacy Society. His commitment to empowering people with IDD will continue for generations to come. We will certainly miss his hearty laughter and whimsical banter that touched everyone he met.
It is my pleasure to present the MARC Spirit Award to Heather Dierberger. Heather is MARC's HR coordinator, has been part of the MARC team since May 2019. Heather is a strong advocate in her personal life. She is vice chair for Camp Harkness, parent mentor for Connecticut Family Support Network, and former vice chair of Special Education, Equity for Kids, and Save the Kid. Heather has brought the same advocacy and spirit to MARC. Not only does she excel in her role as HR coordinator, she does so with a positive attitude and collaborative team effort. She sets a high standard for herself and others in making sure we are always upholding MARC's mission. She approaches everything she does with enthusiasm, always considering the big picture and always in the spirit of MARC's mission. It is my honor to present this award to Heather.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Ian, I'm presenting you with the MARC 2021 Spirit Award.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. I'm presenting you with this award because ever since you started with us a couple months back, you come in so happy, so thankful for your staff. You love your volunteer sites.
I do.
You love your work sites. You give such amazing energy every day, and we love it. So we would like you to continue that energy.
Okay.
And you're presented with this award for 2021.
Wow, thank you, Miss Amber.
You're very welcome.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Wow, this is amazing.
It should come as no surprise that the recipient of this year's MARC Spirit Award is going to none other than Lisa Christensen, who's been with our organization for a long time, and she's beloved by everyone. This is the second time she's gotten this award since I've been here, and it couldn't be more deserving to anybody in this organization. Lisa walks down the hallway, and it's like a light is going on in the building. People smile at her, they engage with her, they're happy to talk to her. It's just really exciting to see. She, in the past year, has done amazing, helping us move and helping us get records organized, helping us get virtual services up and running. And I just don't think that we could appreciate her anymore. And we're so glad to have her on our staff.
Well, I'm so glad to be here, so.
Here you go.
Oh, thank you so
Michael
much. I
Hutchinson.
really appreciate this.
It's well deserved.
Thank you. Thank you.
George Johnson deserves this award because he is kind. George loves to help his housemates with certain tasks.
Yeah.
Also, his staff. George is very motivated. He loves to stay busy. He does chores,
Yeah.
yard work, and he is very proud to attend work to earn his paycheck.
Yeah.
Working at MARC 1 as a group home manager, I'm so honored to be in George's presence. He's great.
Yeah. I like it. I love it.
All right, drum roll. I am honored to announce to all you guys of MARC's Book Club, okay, that you all have been chosen as MARC's Self-Advocate Award this year.
Awesome.
You guys are all getting an award for being the best book club in the world. The best book club.
Hi, my name is Lisa Christensen, Director of Adult Recreation and the moderator of Rec's Virtual Book Club. And because of this book club, you can tell I've become a huge fan of Harry Potter. I am here tonight to accept MARC's Self-Advocate Award on behalf of my Muggle friends, Brittany, Krista, Jeremiah, Marie, Meredith, Mike, Stella, and Tim. I couldn't be prouder of this group's weekly commitment over the past year, the friendships they formed, the discussions we've had, and the pure connection we have discovered through audio storytelling. Bravo, my friends. Keep up the good work.
In a time when we needed all available resources, Larry and Joan Gray stepped up and began a reading program last year. They continued the program virtually even when they were on vacation. Joan has expanded her volunteer efforts and has begun teaching an art class. Larry has served on our board of directors and serves on our development and finance committees. As parents of a young woman with disabilities, the Grays are always ready and willing to pitch in and help, and we are pleased to present Larry and Joan the Volunteer of the Year Award.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We appreciate that and have enjoyed our readings and like our participants are very good. They get involved with us.
And we look forward to continuing our volunteer work. So
Right.
again, thank you very much.
Thank you, guys. Our relationship with Vox Church began when they stopped by our office and asked if we needed volunteers, and that was 2 years ago. Since then, dozens of their members have done numerous projects for us, including painting our new home. They've continuously helped us with home improvements in our residential programs, and through their work, they have helped us create beautifully warm and welcoming homes and a building that is much more than just a facility, but a place that we can be proud of and enjoy coming to every day. We are excited to continue our relationship, and we look forward to working together again. And with gratitude, we present you the Volunteer of the Year Award to Vox Church.
Thank you.
I'd like to present this award to you, Suzette, actually to Plastic Design International, Inc., from MARC Community Resources. We are so happy to have this opportunity to be working with you, as well as you've done wonderful things for MARC. We have a wonderful, you're our neighbor. We have this wonderful relationship, and you've allowed us to do Oculus training and scanning so we could get a grant. We're very, very thankful for you. So this award is for you.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you for all that MARC does.
There are not many folks in the Middlesex community that have not heard of Harry E. Burr. Harry is a prominent philanthropist and respected member of our community. He has worked with many nonprofit organizations for over 50 years, stewarding their fundraising efforts. We are fortunate to have him as a member of our development committee. He brings us a wealth of knowledge and experience and commitment to aiding in our growth and furthering our mission. We are deeply honored to present the Community Partnership Award to Harry E. Burr.
Well, thank you very much, Marcy. I'm so pleased and honored to receive this award. My first visit to a facility was on Main Street, Cromwell, and I'm from Cromwell. That was my first experience, and then another experience we had through the United Way. Our staff went out and worked on several of the group homes, painting, landscaping, etc. But the best experience of my life with MARC, one of my favorite spots in Cromwell is a park down on the river. I would see the MARC van pull up. I noticed the care, the staff knowing each personality. It went right through the heart. The other way that I found out how MARC works in a more complex way is getting lost in this building. So, I still don't know my way around. It's amazing. So thank you very much. I didn't want to be as long-winded, but I thought it was important as to how my feelings are towards MARC and how deeply committed I am to MARC. So thank you very much, and God bless.
Mike and Mike, you gentlemen are receiving our Employee of the Year Award because you are so incredibly reliable at work. You come to work every single day with smiles on your faces. You are so flexible. I have asked you many times to change work sites last minute or with just a day's notice, and you always say yes, and you do your absolute best no matter where I put you. And that is just absolutely huge, and I appreciate it so very much. And I hope that you guys enjoy coming to program because we love having you here. So congratulations on behalf of MARC in the Employment Department. Mike Formica, Mike Pastorell, Employee of the Year Awards.
I want to present this award for Valuable Employee of the Year to Kashima Dempsey. She is such a valuable employee. Words can't express how much she goes above and beyond. Every day, puts the best effort she can. Every day is such a positive person and so valued. Thank you so much, Kashima. Here's your award.
Oh, thank you. And very proud of this, to have this here, and I'm looking for many more years here at MARC Community Resources.
We first met Clara over 5 years ago, fresh out of college with a degree in digital media and design. She helped us update our website back in 2016, and 2 years later, we were fortunate to bring her on as a permanent employee. She quickly took over and began managing our social media, email marketing, and website, and so much more. And she has brought us to the next level, creating a new digital marketing and social media strategy with fresh new content and dynamic design. She started a blog and monthly email communications to our constituency, and she's helped develop a new and soon-to-be-launched branding that represents MARC and our values and provides direction and motivation for our stakeholders. This is just a glimpse of what she does as her role as a communications and marketing manager, but in fact, she goes far beyond what's expected of her. She's taken on the role of the internal techie. She's guiding us through our virtual and augmented reality programs, and she's our go-to for any and all questions regarding technology, hardware and software, everything. And if she doesn't know it, she will find out. So you can always count on her. She attends all of our events. She's on multiple committees. She chairs committees. She really does it all. She has a strong work ethic. She's reliable, professional, organized, trustworthy, upbeat, and positive. And if I could give this to you every year, I would. But today, I'm so thrilled to present to Clara Hubenthal the Employee of the Year Award.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I am so grateful for everyone I have met and learned from here at MARC and all the experiences that I've had, and especially to you, Marcy, for teaching me and guiding me through my first journey here. So thank you.
Catherine, I'm presenting you with the Employee of the Year Award for 2021. I just want to say that you've been nothing but an asset to not only me, but MARC, your colleagues, and more importantly, the participants you serve. You do such an amazing job and program, and I am more than happy to present this award to you. Well deserved.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
It is with great honor that I am presenting Kitson Brown with the Employee of the Year Award. Kitson, it's an honor to have you on our staff. You are dedicated, devoted, and loyal, and the thing that I appreciate most is the fact that the individuals that you care for come first and foremost, and you're willing to do absolutely anything for them. So congratulations.
Thank you very much. A little bit stunned for words, but wow. I was a bit taken back when I first heard this, and as the time goes by, it grows on me a little bit. Still asking myself, what is it that I've done to deserve this? But based on what you have just said, makes it even more an honor to accept this award. Because working with these clients, this is the most important thing because they come first before anything else.
And that's what makes you the Employee of the Year.
Great job.
Hi again. We hope you all enjoyed that video showing just a few of the highlights of all the great things that we've done over the last year. You know, thank you to the years of service recipients for your dedication. And congratulations to all of the award winners. It really was not easy to narrow down the list this year, as you could tell. There are so many wonderful people and organizations that have helped us and continue to help us grow and succeed. And you all are truly deserving. So thank you, everyone. If you want to read the full speeches, you can go to our website to marccommunityresources.org/2021 awards. Claire's also going to add it to the chat, to post the link to the chat. Okay. And now for the raffle drawing. If you bought raffle tickets, I'm going to do the raffle drawing, and I don't know. So there's some people out there that weren't able to pop on tonight that did buy tickets. So if they aren't, if it's not somebody that's on, and maybe somebody who left the tickets, which I don't think I brought up with me. So I apologize. But yes, you did. Yes, you did. Did I? They're all in there. No, I'm talking about different tickets. Okay. So first is going to be the gift certificate to Eli Cannon's, $100. Let's see. Joe, you want to pick the tickets for me?
Sure.
All right.
I'll close my eyes. Since
Yeah.
I pick my own.
Thank you, home.
All right, so this ticket is 847923. If anybody has that ticket, you can unmute and say hi. If not, that's okay. We probably have your name.
Repeat that again.
847923. All right, so that one's that. Do we see any action? Anybody?
No one in the chat.
No one in the chat?
No.
If it's your ticket or not.
Fine.
All right. Nancy, you want to? Okay. And this is, we'll put this ticket here. And this is going to be for the $125 gift certificate to Sensations Day Spa in Glastonbury. And that is number 848049. Throw it in the chat if you got it. No? Okay, I'm gonna put it in here. We'll email these out too, and just in case people weren't able to pop on tonight. All right, and Joe, you want to do the next one? Oh, yellow. 037772. That is for the private wine class for 20 with Total Wine. Anybody? Oh, Jack, that's me. I see Jacqueline said that's me.
And you.
Wine. Email me, Jacqueline. We'll figure it out, right? All right. Okay. So thank you all for participating and everybody that bought raffle tickets tonight. So what are we on next? Next, we are on to our guest speaker, and we're very excited. Yvonne Alston is on with us tonight. And so Yvonne is an unapologetically authentic amplifier and advocate for diversity, equity, and inclusion. She founded Indelible Impressions Consulting to advance important conversations, education, and training to help organizations understand the importance of culture and its impact on the human experience. Her firm focuses on centering the employee experience, amplifying personal and professional value, and inspiring hearts and minds as they challenge systems of inequity, champion dimensions of diversity, and drive inclusive practices holistically. So we're going to switch over to Yvonne, and welcome.
Thank you, everyone. I'm so excited to be here. I'm looking and unfortunately, I do not see. Oh, here we go. Sorry, just took me a moment to get over to the sharing. Can everyone see my screen? If somebody could come off mute and say yes, that would be awesome.
Yes, I do. Yes.
All right, very good. So let's get started. Good evening. Thank you to Mark for allowing me to speak and inspire the audience this evening. As we know, approximately 1.2 billion people, or 15% of the global population, are disabled, making up the world's largest minority group over African American, Hispanic, and Latinx. And while there's awareness and protections for disabled persons, they are still routinely stigmatized, discriminated against, and largely invisible across society and culture. And there's this perception of those who have intellectual and developmental disabilities. And oftentimes people couldn't be more wrong, because disability is what people have. It's not who they are. There's so much more depth, capabilities, and talents within those who have IDDs. So many more than they actually get credit for. but you know all of this. The unfortunate thing is that the majority of the world does not. They don't know that Kayla McKeon is changing laws and attitudes as the first registered lobbyist with Down syndrome and as the manager of grassroots advocacy with the National Down Syndrome Society. Kayla advocates in Washington for the rights of people with special needs. That Bree Bogilke is a former student athlete at Tennessee Wesleyan University. She ran cross country and track and was inducted into the Phi Theta Kappa Honor Society. And she also spoke at the first TEDx Harper College event in 2018. And Bree continues to inspire others through her advocacy work to this very day. People don't know that there are two Madeline Stewarts, both fashion models who are breaking down walls and barriers to who is seen as beautiful and can have a fruitful career in the fashion industry. And that Jamie Brewer has been breaking barriers in the world of entertainment ever since she landed her starring role in the Emmy and Golden Globe winning series American Horror Story. Jamie continues to be an inspiration and one of the leading spokespeople fighting for those with intellectual and developmental disabilities within the entertainment industry. And speaking of opportunities to advance one's career and increase economic stability, embracing neurodiversity, different thinking, different learning styles, equity of opportunity, and true inclusion has become one of the biggest topics in the workplace in the last few years. Organizations that aim to bolster their DEI efforts are finally looking at their workplace and their workforce, realizing that to be truly inclusive, they have to consider those who think and learn differently. And what it's going to take to create true equity of opportunity is a clear understanding that brain differences are normal rather than being deficits, that those with IDD may experience, interact with, and interpret the world in unique ways, and that that is okay. It's important that organizations understand that many folks with IDD are completely self-aware, that they're able to see their learning difficulties only as a single aspect and dimension of themselves. And although they're aware of their limitations, they are not overly defined by them. And that others see their limitations more than they do. Those with IDD recognize that their talents, along with accepting their limitations. Some are extremely active and engaged in the world around them, politically, economically, and socially. They participate in community activities and take active roles in their families, neighborhoods, communities, and friendship groups. And they often step into leadership roles at work, in their communities, and more.
Right.
Those with IDD can do so many things and offer tremendous value to the culture of communities and organizations in myriad ways. For example, a recent Harvard Business Journal article noted that neurodiversity is a major competitive advantage and notes that many people with neurological conditions such as autism, spectrum disorder, and dyslexia have extraordinary skills, including pattern recognition, memory, and strong aptitude in mathematics. Yet they often still struggle to fit the profile sought by so many employers. That said, some companies like Hewlett-Packard and Microsoft are finally waking up. They have reformed their HR processes to access neurodiverse talent, and they're seeing productivity gains, quality improvement in their products and services, boosts in innovative capabilities within teams, and increased employee engagement, all as a result of expanding their workforce to those who have IDDs. As Ted Kennedy Jr., disability rights attorney, Connecticut State Senator, and board chair for the American Association of Disabilities, says, persons with disabilities present business and industry with a myriad of unique opportunities in labor force diversity and corporate culture. And they are a large consumer market eager to know which businesses authentically will support their goals and dreams. Leading companies are accelerating disability inclusion as the next frontier as corporate social responsibility and mission-driven investing. And the tides are turning. Accenture reports that those companies they've identified as disability inclusion companies were on average 2 times more likely to outperform their peers in terms of total shareholder returns compared with the rest of the sample. And companies that have improved their DEI score over time are actually 4 times more likely to have shareholder returns that outperform their peer groups. And so with this, we are seeing so many boosts in the importance and the recognition of diverse abilities in the workplace. Organizations that embrace different learning types and those with IDD are revealing that they better reflect the marketplace overall and the communities in which they serve, that they're more attractive to potential employees, and new and different innovative perspectives are driving business like never before. And that those with different learning abilities actually help create advanced value and more value within the workplace. So once we establish equity of opportunity, the next step is that we need to bring inclusion forward to those with IDD, to the forefront of people's minds, their hearts, and to businesses. And that requires redesigning the systems by breaking down some of the existing barriers, like attitudinal barriers that result in stigmatization and discrimination, denying people with disabilities their dignity and potential. Inaccessible communication systems that literally prevent access to information, knowledge, and opportunities to participate, removing obstacles to achieve equality of opportunity and social integration for all. And institutional barriers like laws, policies, strategies, or even practices that continue to discriminate against people with disabilities, which all result in inaccurate concerns and difficulties of workplace disability inclusion. And as a culture architect and a DEI practitioner to organizations, it's critical for myself and others to debunk the myths and misconceptions of how folks with disabilities, in particular intellectual and developmental disabilities, can contribute to the value of organizations and communities. We can no longer tolerate the excuses that disability inclusion is too difficult and requires specialist knowledge and require too much special programming. In fact, there are 4 key actions that organizations can take to drive diversity, equity, and inclusions for those with IDDs. 1, they can start by employing them, by ensuring that they're represented in the workplace. Beyond hiring, employers should implement practices that encourage and progress persons with disabilities. 2, leaders must provide employees with disabilities with accessible tools, technology, and resources, including formal accommodations programs. 3, to foster an inclusive culture throughout the organization, companies have to generate awareness building through recruitment efforts, disability education programs, and grassroots-led efforts like employee resource groups. And then 4th, and this is so very critical, they have to empower companies have to offer mentoring and coaching initiatives, as well as skilling and reskilling programs to ensure that persons with disabilities continue to grow and succeed. That persons with disabilities should occupy roles at all levels within organizations, including top leadership positions. So let's continue to challenge organizations, systems, and arenas that don't see what we see and know what we know. That if we seek to elevate the quality of society, we must improve the access and empowerment for folks with all abilities. And that's what I want to inspire tonight here at MARC. I thank you for the opportunity to come into this community, to offer a perspective, and to let you know that my firm, Indelible Impressions, is a firm that advocates for those with varying abilities in the workplace. And we are fully committed to doing this work on behalf of MARC and all of those that support individuals with varying abilities. Thank you.
Thank you, Yvonne. That was wonderful because I think, it's so forward-looking and positive. Sometimes I see people with intellectual disabilities being sort of grouped into something. And what I thought Harry said tonight really sort of impacted me, the idea that the staff and people who work with the individuals really see the individual personalities, that these are people who have their own qualities, individual personalities and so forth, rather than just being part of an overall group. The other thing too is that the videos to me were just so positive, emotional. It really was a great thing, the awards and so forth. It's just a wonderful expression of what this organization is all about. I'd also like to thank, if you can see a good number behind me of the board members, just people giving their time, caring for the community, the commitment and so forth, as well as the staff and so forth. It's just been a great experience for me, and I think for everyone here to, see the impact that MARC is having on the community. Hopefully, next year everyone will be here and we'll get to shake hands and hug and see everybody next year in the facility here. Yeah. But thank you all for coming tonight, or not coming, whatever the case might be. But it's good for people to participate. Thank you all.
You're welcome.
Marcy, you got anything to say?
No, I think
don't want to talk.
Thank you everybody for being patient as well as we, fixed our Zoom admission and all that. So, but thank you all. Thank you. Thank you. Say
Good night.
everybody. Have a good night.
Night.